beautiful it is. And see, it's going to be nice and sticky. You want that. You don't want a dry ass old cornbread dressing. Nothing's worse than cornbread dressing that's dry and sticks in your throat and chokes you to death at the table. Not good. Not good stuff at all. So as we're mixing, look at how beautiful the colors in it. And it's so easy, y'all. This is an easy cornbread dressing recipe. You don't have to be a gourmet cook. Anybody can cook. 90% of my recipes come from me looking at something and saying, let me think, what do they got in that? What do they do for this? What do they do for that? And then I just kind of take it and run with it and do my own thing. You know, I don't really follow a recipe. That's some things I do. Don't get me wrong. Some things I do. But for the most part, I just jump on it and figure it out. So, okay, look how beautiful that is. Nice and that's a walnut. I was wondering what was so hard in there. I was thinking I didn't have any kind of bones or gristle or anything like that. Okay, so now, look how great that is. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our pan. Remember, I greased my pan a while back. I grease it. I'm going to move it like this. Take my other pan. Move my towel out of the way. With that being said, dressing is meant to be wet while it cooks, not dry. So you're going to take this in here, put it all in. Tina the Great, if you're with me, look. It's your fave. It's your fave, it's your fave. Getting it all in there. We're going to get that all put in and incorporated. See how nice it's mixed up? Now, for Thanksgiving, let me tell you what I do. Thanksgiving's a little different. I actually add cooked turkey in there. I either get a rotisserie chicken and use the chicken from it, but I like to get turkey and do it because it is Thanksgiving. So you can do this with turkey. You can do this with chicken. You can add rotisserie chicken to it. If you don't want to add the sausage and the bacon, you want to take it a different route, you can do that. But just remember, your main ingredients for your cornbread dressing are your cornbread, your veggies, and then you just add whatever else you want. You use your imagination, put whatever else you want in it. So look, what I'm doing is, you're seeing this, I'm patting it down. I'm going to pat this down because you want it to bond together and you want all those flavors to basically cook together, okay? You want them to meld and give you a nice, good flavor. So let's see, let's get that all pushed down in there. And then comes the liquids. Liquids, you say? Yes, a lot of people don't realize that you add. Okay, I'll see you in a little while. Thank you, Victoria, for the raid. I love you and I appreciate you. Come back and see me because I know you got to get Tony Baloney stuff together. So thank you for coming in, and thanks for the raid, honey. Okay, so let me get that all patted down. Now it's your liquid stage. This is what it's going to look like, guys. There it is. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me wash my hands really quick. Quick wash of the hands. Those potatoes are done over there. They're just stewing a little bit. They're sitting there. Okay. Let me dry my hands off. Let me get my big pot out of the way. I'm going to set that right here off camera so it's not in the way. Okay, now let's see. On to the liquids of our dressing. You're going to get chicken stock. Chicken stock and heavy whipping cream. That's what's going to happen here. Let me get I like to put a little smoked paprika on top. I like to do it just a little bit, just because it gives it a nice taste. And I also use it in my potato salad. Okay? So, first thing I do is shake everything up. Make sure you shake everything up really nicely. Get it all shook up. And then you're going to, it's usually about half a cup. Like I said, I'm not a measurer. I just pour it on. Pour it on because you want it nice and wet. You want that to meld together, okay? So that's pretty much, that looks pretty good, okay? So now what's going to happen is that chicken stock's going to get in there and everything up, okay? So, ooh, I got some pepper on my nose. Just plain old good heavy whipping cream. We're not whipping it today. You can use any brand. I happen to grab H-E-B today. So with that being said, you're just going to pour that cream on top. And it's going to soak into that cornbread. Super nice, okay? Going to pour in. And there it is. Guess what it's time for? It's time to go in the oven. Let's move it around. Get all that nice heavy cream in there. And sometimes I'll break it up a little bit just to get it stirred in. So let's do that. Got it all patted down, but I'm going to stir it in a little bit. You see? So that's what we're going to do there. I'll scrape it up, stir it in, let it break through and get into all of that. And then we're going to go back through and we're going to pat it down again and get it back. Because I want to make sure that everything has a little bit of cream on it, has your good old chicken stock in there. Okay? That's going to happen. Now, spread it back out. Spread it back out. Just like this. Pat it down. And this pan's a little, sorry guys, that pepper got me. This pan's a little deeper than what I normally use. I use a shallower pan, if that makes sense. But today, we're just going to do this. We're going to do it like this. Okay? So you're going to pat that down nice and smooth and get that off there. Now remember, all of your ingredients are cooked in this dish. They're already all cooked. So everything's, pretty well ready to go. The main thing is you bake it, you heat it up, and you get it going. So with that being said, yep, that's a good flavor. Move my mic over here a little bit so maybe y'all can hear me a little better. And I need a drink. Because let me tell you what, every time I hit that food with some Tony's, it hits my lungs, tears me up. Just a little bit. So, okay, now our dressing is ready to go in the pan. That's what it's going to look like. Normally I have a more shallow pan, like I said, but today I had a little flicker going on. That might be my mama in the kitchen with us. That might be my mama dancing around here some. How's everybody doing? Thank you for hanging with me. Let's take a little break just for a second and talk just for a minute, and then we'll jump on those potatoes. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. I know I'm a little long-winded and I talk a lot, but that's what I'm here for. And hopefully you'll get some good tips. Like I said, with this dressing, you can do anything you want with it. That's why I love the recipe. It's such a simple thing, and season it how you want. You can take out what you want. Woo! Y'all, that pepper got a hold to my nose. I don't know. It's got me. But we have 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left on the ham. I'm fixing to throw the dressing in. I normally cover it with foil. I'm going to see if I have some foil. I do have foil. I didn't think I did. I call it foil because I can't call it the real name. I can't pronounce it. Aluminum? Say it. Aluminum? I can't say aluminum. You just said it. I did it right that time. Normally, I don't ever say it right.
Say it like the British do. Aluminium.
What'd you say?
Aluminium.
That's how you say it?
That's how British people say it.
I'm not British.
You're
I'm not British.
country.
I'm
Not
country.
everyone.
I'm country. No, I'm just teasing, guys. So look, you're gonna cover that up. And listen, let me look at this box because I have a question. And if you know if there is a purpose to this, please share with me. So when you pull foil out, there's 2 sides: dull side, shiny side. Do you know if the foil side, the shiny side should be on the top, or the dull side should be on the top? I don't really know. I don't know what the purpose is. And I'm looking on this box, and it doesn't specify either. And I don't think I've ever asked that question. I've thought it a few times. So we're gonna do shiny side up. What would you do? Tony, my sweet Tony Baloney. I'm cooking, baby. What you doing? Hi, Headshot. How are you? I came in and jumped in on you today. I wasn't there long, but I got to see a little bit. How are you today, honey bun? I'm a cooking. So y'all just popped in. Now I'm going to take the foil off so you can see what I just did. It's okay. That's why it's foil. You can put it back on. I'm making a traditional cornbread dressing that I do for Thanksgiving and for Easter. So this is what it looks like. It looks a little weird because it's fixing to go in the oven. Tino, thank you for lurking. You better stay lurking or you're not getting a plate. You understand? You stay tuned or you don't get to eat. That's just how it is. So, anyway, I am doing, this is Tino the Great's favorite dish. He loves my cornbread dressing. You're going to take the dog for a walk, but gotcha. Oh, yeah, take that sweet fur baby for a walk. Got to get those legs in. Get them stretched and going. But enjoy your walk. I appreciate you so very much. Let's see. Okay. Reynolds Kitchen. And a foil, I'm not going to say the A word because I can't say it and I sound like a damn fool. So, Reynolds Kitchen, a foil manufacturer since 1947, says it's perfectly fine to place your food on either side. So you can decide if you prefer to have the shiny or the dull side facing out. It's simply a result of the manufacturing process. Well, being a little bougie, I like the shiny side showing because, you know, it's prettier. The dull side, not so great. But I love the shiny. So, with that being said, hey guys, shiny side up. Okay, so Headshot, go enjoy your walk. Thank you for popping in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Tony, you were just typing it out because you take care of your Aunt Mandy. And I love you for that. Victoria's supposed to be in the kitchen cooking you something good right now. But anyway, I wish y'all could smell this because this is going in and we have 4 minutes and 56 seconds on the ham. So it's going to be ready. Let me get this popped in. We'll get that taken care of. Give me just a second. I'm going to get that on. Ooh, I think I'm going to move my ham over and oh my God, it smells so damn good. Grace, can you smell the ham? Ooh, I wish you guys could smell it. So look, right here on the side, I'm going to put that cornbread dressing in. After this timer goes, I'm going to have to use my phone timer again. Sorry guys. I'm going to put that timer back on for about 30 minutes. So, oh, I just got an email from McDonald's. I got a reward from using their app. I don't even like McDonald's, but during Lent, we eat fish sandwiches every Friday just about. So that's what that's from. Get my rewards in, baby. Okay, so let me set a timer for, let's do it for 30 minutes. I think 30 will be enough. Okay, so I've got that started on our cornbread dressing. So now we've got our ham's almost done. We've got our cornbread dressing in the mix. I'm fixing to drain the potatoes, and then we're going to get our potato salad going because potato salad don't take no time. And then it's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. So let me put, I guess I'm going to do my potato salad. Okay, got another roaster pan. And like I told y'all before, I love my foil pans. Love them, love them. Because I can make them and take them and I can chunk them away when I'm through with them. My thing is, I tend to crack the plastic lids a lot. So that's my fault on that. Okay, let me get all this out. Get that glue out. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go. So, okay, let's get those potatoes and we're going to drain them really quick. Oh. Sometimes them old lazy Susans, they just stick. There it comes. All right. Let me get my colander out. I don't need my little one. I need the big one. So let me get that. I'm going to move this pot over. Bear with me for just a second, guys, because I'm I'm gonna step over here to the side. Oh, you could see me at the sink. I didn't think you could see me. Okay, I'm gonna put my pan right here, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, potatoes. Let's turn that burner off. Excuse the stove, because when I pull this off, the stove's gonna look ugly because I had a little overflow. That's why you see me put my wooden spoon across the top of my pot. The reason why I do that is because when the water boils up, that wood spoon will keep it from boiling over. Well, I didn't have my wood spoon where it was supposed to be at the time. Let me set that over here, out of the way. Yeah, okay, they're not too hot. The pot ain't too hot. Okay, gonna drain those. Drain the potatoes that we boiled in our chicken stock. And all of our seasonings. Remember we did that? Look at all that smoke, that steam, not smoke. Okay, make sure they're good and drained. I'm gonna go back in the pot that we used, okay? So, potatoes are drained, back in the pot. And I'm messing with the cord over here. We're gonna jump over here. I need to put a pot holder down because that just came straight off of the stove. Goodness, Mandy. I'll get it right in just a second. All right, there we go. Here it is. Okay, potato salad. Got your potatoes in there, right? Okay, get ready because we're fixing to make it happen. Green onions. Sweet relish. Dill relish. Mayo, which I don't know if this is going to be enough mayo. Mayo. Horseradish sauce. Whataburger. Mustard. The best. The best. If you know anything about Whataburger, you know it's the good stuff. Okay? So, and we have our boiled eggs. First things first. Let's get our mustard in there. And I hope I have enough mayo because I'm a little worried about it. I don't think I have enough, but we'll see. I'll make up for it with something. Okay, here we go. Mayo straight on those hot potatoes. Yeah, it might be enough. Let me put the lid back on and beat it down a little bit more. There goes the ham. It's ready. Let's pull it out. This can sit for a minute. Let me pull that ham out. Let me get a pot holder. Let's get that big old ham out and see what's going on. Ooh, my glasses fogged up, y'all. Get it turned out. Ooh wee. Get that side where I can grab it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put that pot right there. I'm not gonna take the lid off. We're gonna see what happens. Okay? Put that. I moved my dressing right there to the center. Oh, let me turn that off because it will not stop. Okay, keep your oven. I'm gonna keep my oven on. Back to the potato salad. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hanging out with an old lady cooking. I appreciate y'all all so much. I hope you're having a great, blessed day. Hey, let's talk about Easter week. So, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody believes different things, but I was born and raised Catholic. And so Easter's kind of a big deal for us, you know. And my mother always, Easter was her favorite holiday. She loved Holy Week. She loved all that. So she would start off, you know, when we were young, we'd have to go to church. But as we got older, my mom, you know, we would wah, as we got to be teenagers and young adults and all that kind of stuff, about having to go to all the church processions and all that. But I will say, I do love them. Maybe not as a teenager, I didn't so much. But now that I'm older, I do love it because it reminds me of her. And it like, makes me close to her. I feel close to her. So, you know, with that being said, Thursday night, church, it lasts a very long time because they basically reenact the Last Supper. And so they wash, the Knights of Columbus wash 12 people's feet. They pull them out of the church, out of the congregation, and they pick certain people and they wash their feet just like Jesus did with the disciples. So that's one of the big symbols that is so beautiful, and I love it. And then, of course, they reenact the Last Supper. Then, of course, Good Friday is the day that Christ was crucified. So on Good Friday, we're still part of Lent, so we still fast. So over here in Louisiana and in Texas too, we boil crawfish because it's seafood and we can eat it. So Friday's really not supposed to be a celebration. It's more of a solemn thing. But a lot of people have taken that day and turned it into a day to be with your family and cook and just be together. So, and then Holy Saturday, of course, they have Mass. It's the day after Christ was crucified. And then, of course, Sunday is, Jesus rose from the dead. So Easter's a different holiday for us. And my kids, it's not their favorite holiday. I hate to say that, but it's not. Because we've just never, when they were younger, but as we've gotten older, we just cook and mess around. So, okay, now, have our mayo. Sorry, guys, I wanted to kind of give you a background of what we do for Easter. My mayo's in. Okay, you may not like horseradish. Horseradish sauce is the bomb. Adds a bite to everything. Everybody says, horseradish, yuck. So anyway, no, it's very good. So we're going to add a little horseradish sauce. I like a little bit more because I like a little kick, a little spice to it, okay? So that's your horseradish sauce, right? In comes Halloween Supremacy. Yes, I love Halloween show. Honestly, Halloween's probably my favorite holiday. I really love it a lot. But I'm lying. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. What's your favorite holiday? Put it in the chat. Tell me what's your favorite. I can't get this open. Oh, I got it. What's your favorite holiday out there? My least favorite holiday is Easter. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. But Halloween, man, okay, this is the reason I have a tie between Thanksgiving and Halloween. Halloween is so much fun. I love to see the kids trick-or-treating. Okay, look, you're just going to plop some of that yellow mustard in there, just like that, okay? And we can add. The beauty of this is you can add or take away. I don't like Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not my gig. I don't like it. Never have. I don't knock people who love it. I'm glad that you love that day. Not my thing, not my jam at all. But Halloween and Thanksgiving is because my kids look so forward to, being together and eating and just having a good time. So celery salt. Again, we're going to add some parsley to this. Okay, parsley to this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have where's Chops? I know he's lurking. Chops' favorite thing, Tony's. Everything I cook with, he loves to watch me throw that Tony's in there. And I like a lot of Tony's. Just like I like my Tony bologna out there. Okay, a little salt. A little salt to it. A lot of black pepper. What's Tony's favorite holiday? I bet his favorite holiday is Christmas. Now, my favorite season? Grace loves Valentine's Day decorations. She really does. And it's so funny because she never really cared about that. When she was a kid. Now, they liked making their Valentines for the classroom and stuff, but she didn't really care about all that. But she sure likes it now. Okay, now we have our mayo, our mustard, and our horseradish sauce. We have our seasonings, our dry seasonings, Tony's, garlic salt, all that, and our fresh parsley. Now, this is the key to my potato salad. I like dill relish, and I like sweet relish. A lot of people use one or the other. If you use... Oh, Grace does love the sweethearts. She loves those candies. If she could find decoration and blankets and everything in that style, she'd have it in every room. Every room. So, what I was saying about the relish. Tell me what you like. Do you like dill relish or do you like sweet relish? I love both, and I feel like it gives it a little kick, gives it a little flavor. So, I'm going to start off with my sweet relish, and I'm going to do 2 spoonfuls of sweet relish. with my dill relish. I'm just gonna do one big one, okay? That's how I like to do it. Where is my paprika? We're gonna add smoked paprika in there. And let me see if I have some Tabasco. I don't know if I do. Let me look right here. Tabasco. Not in there, maybe in the fridge. No Tabasco in this house? That's a first. Okay, well, we're not doing Tabasco in it today. So now, what you're gonna do is, oh, and I forgot one key element. The rest of our bacon. We're gonna put our crumbled up bacon in there. Crumbled up, crumbled up, crumbled up. Get all that in there. Oh yeah, that's it. That's some good stuff right there. I'm gonna take that off, put a plate in the sink. Because I gotta wash all these dishes when we're said and done with all this. Okay, got that in there. And now, don't think I'm crazy and don't think I'm gonna chop my hand off, but this is how I cut my eggs over my potato salad. Everybody freaks out when I do that, but that's how I do it. I've always done it that way. And then I just chop. Just chop. You just gotta be delicate. I don't suggest anybody else doing this if this is not how you do it, but that's how I do it. Okay, I'm gonna chop that up. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up. Got a little bit of a soft spot on those eggs. I should have boiled them maybe 5 minutes longer, but that's okay. It's okay. Get that in there. Okay, let me see. Chopping those eggs, chopping those eggs. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it on a chopping board, but the thing is, I don't like for the egg yolks to stick to my chopping board so much. Like it's just how it is. And you saw that with the dressing. Okay, got that done. Now, everything's in there that we need in there. I'm gonna wash my hands. Oops. I'm gonna wash my hands really fast. Okay. Get that washed and dried. And now, let's get our wooden spoon, and guess what? Stir it, stir it, stir it. Just get it all mixed in. Now, I do add a little bit of fresh green onion to mine as well. A little bit of fresh green onion. Just a little bit, not nothing crazy, because I don't want it too crunchy. Okay? So, here we go. See what I'm doing? Mixing that potato salad up. And as those potatoes break down, it's going to be nice and creamy. Get a nice creamy effect. So listen, let me tell you a little story. My Gracie Poo, Amazing Grace, lived in Florida for about 5 years, give or take. And she had, at one time, she lived with 8 other people. There were 8 roommates in her house because in Florida, I don't know if y'all know this, but the cost of living is crazy, especially when you got to rent. And if you want to rent someplace by yourself, it's very expensive, and it's usually not in the great part of town, you know. With Gracie being there 13 hours away from us, almost 14 hours away from us, no family, nobody there, I was always worried about that. So I always wanted her to have roommates, right? And plus, it was cost efficient. Ooh, my hand gets a little tired. So look, see how that consistency of that potato salad is? In a minute, I'm going to pinch off some of it and see what it tastes like. See if I need to add more seasoning, see if I need to add more mustard, more mayo, whatever. But it comes out to a beautiful yellow mustard potato salad. I like a mustard potato salad, I don't like potato salad without mustard. But anyway, what I was telling you is, so I would go and stay with Grace for a couple of weeks at a time. Swear to God, I was at Disney World every other month. Best time of my life, honestly. And she had a roommate. He was from Wichita Falls, Texas. And I would cook for him. He was going, at the time, he had gone through a breakup. So he was a little depressed. And one time I was in town and I said, you know what, I'm going to make gumbo. Make a gumbo and potato salad because that's how we do. We eat gumbo and potato salad together. And so I made a potato salad. Listen, that kid, he tore that shit up. He loved that potato salad. So I follow him on Instagram, Snapchat, and stuff like that, because they were like my kids, right? So they just kind of became part of our group, our family. So about 2 years after Grace left Florida, I get a message from him, and I'm thinking, oh my God, okay, cool, Josh, it's good to hear from you and all that. He said, Miss Mandy, I want your potato salad recipe. Can you please give me your potato salad recipe? It's the best stuff I ever ate. So, of course, I sent it to him, and he's now in New York City, working over there with his other half, and he still, to this day, makes that potato salad. And that makes me so proud because he took a little part of me with him, and that's all I care about, is that if I can make a difference in someone's life, whether it be through food, through, talking, through listening, through anything, but he connected with me on that level with food. And now he had started out making pies, and I remember watching, hi B-Jam, I love you too, but I remember Josh starting out making homemade pies, guys. He made homemade pies, and his first pies were not so great. He had a tough time with the crust, and that's any baker. That's anything that you're trying to perfect. You're gonna get days that it's just like, that shit ain't happening, it ain't working. Well, Josh was having some issues with his pies, and I would always encourage him, just try a different way, try something else. Let me tell you something. I watch him on Instagram. I wait for him to post because he's always trying a new pie, and now he makes these beautiful pies. He braids the crust. He adds different things to it. I mean, and he's really come a long way. And so that kind of, it kind of motivates me to try and do better. If I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to make it, and if it don't turn out, don't turn out. But it's just a good little story, a good little feel-good story. You would be shocked at how hard it is to find a size 12 hunter green accented shoe. Oh, yeah, I bet. But listen, if you come over here to Smallville and go to the new look fashions, you might find that they have every color under the rainbow. Okay, so guys, now that I've had story time and warm and gushy emotion time, I'm going to show you. So this is what the potato salad looks like, guys. That's what it looks like. Now, let me get my spoon. That's Grace's Nutella spoon. Gross. Let me get my spoon, and I'm going to taste this and see what we need to season with it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Okay, potato salad time. Let's see. Oh, man. That's a good potato salad. Yeah, that's a damn good potato salad. I nailed it. I nailed it right on the spot. Can't believe it. Woo! Good job, Mandy. Good job. Y'all, I could eat this whole bowl. Like, it is perfect. Grace Hernandez, would you like to taste the potato salad? I'm calling my Tony. Well, you know Aunt Mandy's potato salad. But I'm calling my professional taster in just a second, as soon as she gets back in here. But woo, Lord, that is some good potato salad. But I am going to transfer it over to a pan with a lid. You guys can taste this, baby. It's on the money. Okay, we're going to give, yeah, I know I bit off this spoon, but like I said, it's my family. Okay, Grace.
You know what I'm going to say.
It has a ton of black pepper in it. She always wants more black pepper, but hey, other than the black pepper, yep, it's on the money. Okay, just because I love you, make the taste tester get on the camera. She won't. She says she looks ugly today. She looking raggedy. Okay, so I added extra black pepper for Grace. Ooh, that potato salad is good.
You know what I love about your potato salad?
What?
The amount of mustard.
I'm a heavy-handed mustard girl.
Actually.
Oh, so now you want more? Because you saw me. She is always beautiful, B-Jam, but she just,
Raggedy.
she's hard-headed and raggedy ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I just got a big thumbs up from Gracie Poo. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it over to this pan just so I can have something with a lid. Guys, if y'all look to the left of what I got going on, it's a mess. I haven't cleaned up. I haven't prepped. But okay, we now have potato salad made. Now our ham is ready. Our cornbread dressing is in the oven. And it will be ready. Where's my phone? Let's look at the timer. In 8 minutes. I might let it go a little bit longer than that though. Potato salad. So I would like to take a vote. You love us some Grace. I love my Grace too. If you need a new taste tester, Tony, I don't need a new one. I just need multiple ones. If you want to come have some potato salad, you know where we're at. But Victoria, your cute little wife, might be upset with you because she's cooking you a meal. So, hey, Tony, what are y'all doing for Easter? You know, it's Antonio's birthday. It's our Tino the Great's birthday. So we're trying to figure out what we want to do. We don't know if he wants to cook, if we want to boil crawfish again, if he just wants to go to dinner and maybe a show. But it's Easter. And, I mean, the movie theaters are open, but I don't know what restaurants will be open for that. Okay, so let me move the pot. Grace, you want to lick the pan? Want to lick the pot? It's waiting on you. You could get a spatula and smooth it. So look, guys, just going to smooth that potato salad down. So it's nice, and I'll tell you who's going to be happy tonight. Don't think y'all have anything planned. Okay, well, I mean, we just need to get on Tino the Great and see what he wants to do. If we want to cook over here, or if we want to cook at his house, or if we're going to go to dinner, or what they want to do. I thought that y'all might try and grab a little D&D session on Easter. Y'all should do an Easter Bunny D&D. You know, that could be a cool one-shot. Could be a really cool one-shot if y'all did maybe a mystery Easter egg, but turn it into like some metal D&D stuff. That could be a cool thing. Because, you know, if you ever watch, what is it? The Guardians? You know, that's really an Easter show. It's not a Christmas show. Everybody thinks it's a Christmas show. But Antonio, Tino the Great had to prove me wrong. And he looked it up. And it is truly an Easter show. Okay, sorry guys, look at my finger. Oh my God. That's the best stuff. Grace, I'm gonna lick the pan if you don't come in here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so potato salad is now ready. I'm gonna put a little paprika on the top. Makes it beautiful. So when you have all these Easter eggs and stuff left over, make you a good potato salad. Make you a good egg salad. Or deviled eggs. Deviled eggs is our jam over here. It's the shit. We love it. So, okay, potato salad is ready. I like warm potato salad, but I like it cold too. I'm going to put the lid on it and set it. Actually, I'm not putting the lid on it. I want it to cool. I'm going to set it off to the side. So, potato salad is done. So, we're going to put, look, there's the potato salad, guys. See that close in the camera. So, I'm going to set it right here to the side. Okay, do we want to unveil the ham and see what that's about? Do I want to do it here or do I want to do it there? Let's do it. I'm going to look at it first. I'm going to peek it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's a good ham. So, I'm going to leave it on the stove, but I'm going to take the top off. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let me get my spoon. Let me get a big spoon. I'm going to show you the drippings from that. Show you what that looks like. Okay? Looky here. I'm going to move that ham around. Oh my. That's beautiful. See this glaze down here? Look there. We're going to put some of that on, but I got to get something that I can get a hook to it with. I don't think I have a pitch. Not a pitchfork, but have one in here. But that's okay because I'll just stab it with a fork and hold it. I'll make it work. Oh, you moving it? So look. Look at there. See this right here? That glaze right there. Yeah. All that sugar and pepper and seasoning. So I cut a little piece off because I got to taste that too. Would you like to taste that too, Grace?
Sure.
Okay, well, hold on just a second. Let me rinse my knife off. Rinse that knife off. Let's see. Let's cut a little. Cutting at a weird angle. Oh wait. I'll flash it back over. Oh, it's hot. It is hot, hot, hot. Okay, look. Look how nice that is. I'm telling you, that glaze.
Hold that up to the camera. It's beautiful.
The backside? Mmm. Oh my goodness. It's a great ham. Like I like to say, that's a good ham. Oh yeah. So that's a bourbon vanilla. Let me share with my child. Oh, that's good. What you think?
That's a hell of a ham.
Good job. Okay. So now we have that done. So our main meat is done, even though I cut it ugly. But that's okay. That's okay. Let me grab the pot lid. And I'm going to put a little bit more of these drippings on top of it. Just so it'll, and as it cools, let me tell you something else. As it cools, that syrup is going to thicken up a little bit. Okay? So it is going to get a little, man, that's a good ham. Maybe I've just, maybe I've just been missing Thanksgiving. It's been too long since Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm going to push that to the side. Have 2 plates done, right? 2 dishes done. Cornbread dressing's in here. Next dish. This is our last side dish that we're going to be doing. Okay? Get this out of the way. Ooh, I got a pile of dishes to deal with. That's for sure. Okay? So let me pull out. Let me pull out my other skillet because the green beans that I'm doing, we're going to need a little bit of a bigger pan to do that with. Hey, thanks everybody for coming in. If I haven't, told you thank you yet, I do appreciate you coming in and tuning in and checking me out. I'm Mandy the Gray, otherwise known as Mandy. My name came from, obviously, the hair. And it's a fun streaming name. I thought it was a cool name, so I picked it. From Lord of the Rings. Huge Lord of the Rings fan. Actually, I purchased my 20th anniversary tickets for Return of the King on April 19th in our Cinemark Theater. Okay, timer's done. Timer's done. That is our cornbread dressing. I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to let it set a little bit longer in there. I'm going to clean up my area over here, kind of get all this out of the way. But what I was saying is got my tickets. Well, I had only bought 3 tickets. And I was like, eek, I should have bought 4. So I bought another one last night, and it just so happened to be right with my other seats. So I have 4 tickets, and if my children want to come with me, I don't think my hubby will sit because it's 4 hours. It is 4 hours long. It's a long one, but I love the movie, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so I got my tickets for that because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I love it. I love it. And so Mandy the Gray seemed suiting for me. It fit me. So that's my name. And I'm just an old Southern lady. I'm not that old. I tease about me being really old. But I'm just a Southern lady that likes to feed her family and her loved ones and people who need a good meal or something to get them through the day. Like I always say, with food, we celebrate everything with food. Everything in our lives are celebrated with food. I don't know if that goes for other countries or other parts of the U.S., but here, it is what we do. You know, we celebrate death, we celebrate challenges, we celebrate victories, you name it, we celebrate with some good food. So let me move all of my seasoning stuff over here. The last side dish that we're going to do today, and like I said, when we do holiday meals, really, let me just say this. So every year at Thanksgiving, I say, all right, guys, I'm not cooking all this mess. What do you want to eat? What would you like? Tell me your favorite dish. What would you like? Well, guess what? This one tells me this. This one tells me that. That one tells me this. So by the time it's over with, I got 20 side dishes, and I'm still making all that because I'm crazy. So I usually do a brisket and a turkey and a ham. That's Thanksgiving. But then I get, Antonio, we got to have cornbread dressing. Grace has got to have mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni and cheese. JJ eats everything and anything, so he's not real picky. My husband likes green bean casserole. I like to make stroganoff. And then, of course, we have rolls, and then we have dressing, and then we have, you know, this and that. So really, truly, it ends up being a hell of a meal, a big meal for us. And so all of my kids' friends from high school and just other places, they all come in. Yeah, but everyone is welcome here. Thank you for keeping me company in my kitchen. Yes, that is true. That is true. I love that. Everybody can cook, and everybody's always welcome to come in and get a good hot meal from me. Love that. So anyway, yeah, Thanksgiving without mac and cheese. It's never happened in our household. It's an abomination. We have to have it. So anyway, like I was saying, Thanksgiving just turns into really too much. I can't help it because I like to do it. I like to cook, and I something about having the kids in the house with me and everybody together and people in and out visiting. And so that's why Thanksgiving's my favorite time. But Easter, we just do it, we dial it back a lot. So the last thing I'm going to cook as far as the main course and side dishes is my smothered green beans. They're my favorite. I love them. I love a good green bean. I really think, you know, I always laugh about, yes, you are very spoiled. My kids are very spoiled. But what's your favorite side dish, chat? Tell me what your favorite side is. And also, if, you know, we're down south. So we're in the southwest Louisiana, southeast Texas area. So what we cook may not be traditional to what some others cook. So tell me, hi, Dinner with Mom, how are you? Welcome on in. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Anything starch. Amen, baby. Anything starch, anything with butter, anything with heavy cream. I'm all over it. That's my thing. That's my jam. So what I was asking chat is, what is your favorite side dish to serve with holiday meals? Like, my kids all have a different favorite, so I end up making 20 side dishes. But with Easter, we dial it back. Today, I'm doing I don't know about traditional, but I can get down on some crispy Brussels sprouts. Okay, let me tell you something. Speaking of Brussels sprouts, not my favorite thing in the world, but I will say this. My kids introduced me to crispy Brussels sprouts, and I actually really liked them. But I was in a chat yesterday with a guy that I found on stream, and he's a cooker, and he's in Houston, and his it's tie-dyed. I can't remember his whole title because I'm not real good at that yet. But anyway, something tie-dyed, and I cannot remember. Hopefully he'll pop in here and see me if he sees me streaming. But anyway, they were having a debate about Brussels sprouts, and I chimed in and said, because someone said I despise Brussels sprouts, and I chimed in and said, it's because you haven't had them cooked the right way. Because I too did not like Brussels sprouts until my kids broke me down, and they served me those crispy Brussels sprouts they put on a sheet pan with olive oil and sea salt and black cracked pepper, and they were some good stuff. So Brussels sprouts, yeah, Grace, but they're not a traditional meal that we do. You're right about that. So anyway, Dinner with Mom. What you cooking? What you cooking for dinner tonight? And are you a streamer here on Twitch as well? Because if so, I'd like to tune in and check you out and see what you're all about. And thank you again for coming into my stream. I'm very new. This is my 3rd stream. So I'm still a little green and my kids have to help me get my stuff together and do what I'm doing. Okay, we're having chicken fried steak tonight. Woo! Chicken fried steak. That happens to be one of my specialties, one of my kids. So, are you north, south? Where you at? Are you in the United States? Where you at? Because you're talking chicken fried steak. I'm thinking you might be a southern girl, a southern mama. So let me know. Let me know. Saving room for seconds. Kansas City. Kansas City. Well, there you go. There you go. It's a good place to be. We're down south. We in the Louisiana, Texas area. But yeah, Grace is always down for seconds. You'd think that I'll feed my kids. And as in kids, my kids are grown like late adult. You know, they're like, okay, not late adults. I'm sorry. Sorry. Ooh, I'm going to be in trouble for that. My baby will be 30 and my oldest will be 32 on Sunday, on Easter Sunday. So, all respect for Southern cooking. All respect for any cooking, because if you get in the kitchen and cook your family and friends a good meal, I have respect for that, because so many people in this day and age, they're just not about it anymore. It's easier to drive through, grab something, go to dinner, whatever, which I'm a fan of. I'm not knocking anybody for that, but I still like to cook a good meal, you know? So, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Mom, thank you for hanging out with us. Hang out for a little while. Maybe you'll see some things. Like I said, I've got a ham that I just did. That's over there in the pot on the stove. The purple and gold, go LSU. In the silver pan is my potato salad, my mustard potato salad. In the oven, I have a cornbread dressing, which I'm thinking is probably ready. I've already let it go past the timer, but I wanted to make sure everything was done. And then my last side dish is going to be smothered green beans. So I'm going to get those done. And then I'm going to clean up a little bit, and we're going to jump on to dessert. So dessert will be a homemade peach cobbler, my dear grandmother's recipe, in my black cast iron skillet. So hang around, stick out, hang out with us, and see. And I'm hoping that my guy, Bandit JJ, rolls in the house with some homemade vanilla bluebell ice cream, because, good Lord, you can't really have a cobbler without that homemade vanilla ice cream on it. So, also, what are you cooking with your chicken fried steak? That's what I wanted to ask. What sides do you do? I normally do mashed potatoes and cream gravy and sweet corn and homemade rolls. So what do you do with yours? I'd love to hear it. And I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna follow you so I can check you out. I'd love to jump in your stream and see what you're all about. And like I said, how long have you been streaming? Because like I said, this is only my 3rd time, and I'm still a little, you know, a little rusty and stuff. So, okay, now let me quit talking in front of the camera and get over here to the stove and get something going. So let me pull out my pan. And it's a little big, but it's gonna work. That's a big old pan. I put my bacon back in the freezer, which I don't know why I did that, but I'm gonna pull that out. Pull that bacon back out. Put it back in because I just pulled off just enough. We're doing fries and gravy because it's a school night. We've been streaming for a little bit. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you for the follow, Darth. Glad to have you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out, checking me out, because, you know, I'm always doing something crazy. And like I said, I'm learning how to keep up with chat. Thank God for my daughter Grace. Thank God for Amazing Grace, because she keeps me in line. So guys, what this is, and you're gonna laugh, but this is called smoked bacon slices and pieces. Basically what it is, it's the bacon that they didn't slice right, you know, when they process. So what they do is they throw it in a bag and sell it for $5. And 9 times out of 10, still got some good, you know, it's got good meat on it. So what I do is I pull it off, and you still get some good fat in there. And I'm going to throw this in my pan right here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look. And it's thick cut too. Well, Darth, I'm so happy to have you here. Darth Verbaka. Great name. You got to be a Star Wars fan. Gotta be.
No way.
Gotta be. So anyway, yeah, even though this is like cheap, it's because it's the ends and I'm, more of the fat too. But guys, it's still good stuff and it's only $5 for this big old bag. It is a 2-pound bag, $5. But see, look, that's what I like. I like the rind and I like the fat. It's where you get all your flavor from. So what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to smother down some green beans. So I'm going to take this bacon and I'm going to get it on the burner. Let me roll this back up. Get it back in where it needs to go. Darth, are you a gamer streamer or are you a cooking streamer or are you both? What do you do? And also, Mom, do you game or do you just cook stream? Enlighten me, because, the kids have tried to get me to game. I'm not so good at the game thing. It just doesn't work. You're a cooking streamer. All right, all right. I'll have to look you up and follow you. I can do that here in a minute. I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. So, yeah, no worries, no worries. Thank you so much for coming in. My kids try to get me to game, but, I'm a rusty old dog. I used to game a lot when I was younger, and I'm an original Atari kid. I'm proud to say that. Original Nintendo kid. Y'all also just stream with food. Okay, cool. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, that's me. I may do, later on, do a few crafts, because I do sew, and I paint, and I do all kinds of crazy things. Because, everybody says, oh, it's because you're so talented. No, it's because I'm very cheap. I see things, and I'm like, I can do that. And so 9 times out of 10, that's what I do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this over here to the fire, get it going. We'll get it started, get us frying up. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out my cornbread dressing, because it should be ready. So let's pull that out. I'm gonna pull it over here and let y'all look at it. Let's see what it looks like. And I wanna make sure that it's done. Okay? The cooking community has been so nice to me. Well, hi, Para. Glad to have you. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm also reading chat, so, I'm working on it. Okay, so, I have been so welcomed in the community. It's amazing to me. Like, also, I'm sure you can agree with this out there. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's amazing to me. I'm very good. How are you? I'm just cooking it up in the kitchen, trying to get some things done. I'm doing what is traditional Easter dinner for me when I was a kid growing up and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for the follow. You can call me Ankle. My nickname is an internal joke in Spanish with my friends. You got it, Ankle. I can get down with that. So, I'm cooking a traditional Easter meal that would have been served when I was a kid. Not so much for my kids, because we usually barbecue or boil crawfish. Okay, so this right here is my cornbread dressing. Thank y'all all for coming in. I'm so excited to have you guys. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, yep. There it is. There's that cornbread dressing. I think I'm going to let it... Oh, I hear my bacon sizzling. Let me get a spoon. Not a spoon, a spork. A metal spork. And it's still a little... it's not too bad. I was thinking it was a little mushy, but I'm gonna hit it and see. Oh yeah, look at here, y'all. I am gonna cook it just a little bit longer, I think. Actually, with the top off. Oh, it's hot. I'm not gonna bite it because then I'll burn my tongue and y'all see me. Looks tasty. Well, let's hope it's tasty. I mean, it looks good, but anything can look good, but it can sure taste bad. But let's see. I don't think so. It's too hot though. Not hot. That's my trick. When something's hot, I blow it in my hand. Oh, but it's good. I might hit it just for a little bit longer with no foil on it. It's good. You want to try it, Grace?
That's too hot for me.
That's too hot for her. Okay. All right. So let me take this last bite because I cannot not eat it. Okay, so I'm gonna put in just for
Just for a little.